notion. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse, swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay far from y'all criers, bar for bar sire. Team full of stars and it all fire. I don't spill words, I Spielberg on a beat. Make a movie, yeah, it's the return of the Jeep. Showing the way, cause they real nerds on the street like Braille. The way I make them feel words on the sheet. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me. He's so good. She like, he's so good to me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Let's start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 24-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Browns will take over first and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Sanders. Over the middle, complete to Judy. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Sanders. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Firing in that time, it was Nick Herbig. Credit him with a sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
19 tight, 19 tight, 18, 5 in.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. You look at this Steeler defense.
It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's got him in. Complete.
He's to the 15.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
DK Metcalf.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Dances by him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Now Sanders. He gets this into the hands of Judkins. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here we go. 60 Bison.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders.
He'll buy some time running. And he'll just get rid of it.
You look at this Steeler defense.
This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
In motion left is Davis. Throwing, Sanders. He'll get this complete to Tillman.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Sanders. Setting up a screen for Judkins. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Tillman motions to the left.
Let's go.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Looking to put a drive together. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The Steelers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
3rd and 2. To throw is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. In motion, the tight end. From the gun, it's Shador. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. 2 yards on the pickup there. And 3rd and 8 now.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Slot man moves right. Sanders to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On the return, Austin. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be second and a couple.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll find Metcalf. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. Running left, it's Warren. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. On the give, it's Warren. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down here, and that's certainly not how you draw it up. And a clever idea, I guess, to try to return the missed field goal, but it's going to wind up costing him yardage. The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
The Browns on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12.
To throw now. Here's Sanders.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. So the completion result. There in 9 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
So the big gain, all for naught for the offense. That yellow flag is going to bring it back.
Oh, what a tough look for the offense because they see all that yardage lost and that ball's walked back and then some behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And all the way to the opposite 48. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
319!
Here's Rodgers to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Calvin Austin, 48 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, pumped out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
158! Back north!
A handoff for Warren.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
This 2nd and 4.
258!
Throwing now is Rodgers.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run it. Warren.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
319!
Rodgers going to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Throwing is Rodgers.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Diamonds on me.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
58. 58.
Rodgers now to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Sanders. That's caught left side by Judy.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down at the 26-yard line.
Now Sanders. Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Now they'll audible to something else. From the gun, it's Sanders. Checks it down to Jenkins.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing again, it's Sanders. Open man, that's Tillman.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
The throw is Sanders.
Uncorks one for Davis. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Sanders. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone. He's hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Tillman going to go in motion right. From the gun on third down, Sanders. To the right side, that's where Tillman is. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They'll go. Here's Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Now Rodgers. It's caught. Smith. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Drive about to get started. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
On play action, here's Shadur. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That good for 22 and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Throwing, Sanders. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd and 10. In motion right is Davis. Sanders to throw. That's complete to Davis.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's 3rd down.
To throw now. Here's Sanders.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
50.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a run with Warren. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
319.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt there. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Sanders. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Sanders. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Austin. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
Warren will try the right side.
Yeah, he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here's Rodgers to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
58.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Takedown.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers add 6 to their lead.
Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
They know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sanders.
This one is complete to Jenkins. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the 3rd.
From the shotgun, Sanders gets this over the middle to Tillman.
That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Derek Harmon
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
19, Tiger, 19.
He'll get this complete to Tillman.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Now they send a man in motion right.
Sanders going to throw again.
And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
19, 18, 77 there.
Jenkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Round 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And judging by our scoreline, they have 6-0 in their future as they look to grind this one down a little. They've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The first carry now. This is Johnson.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Oh, able to avoid it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On the run, it's Warren.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Straight ahead, it's Gainwell.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Kenneth Gainwell His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here. They hit it with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Round 7.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Sanders. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, here's Jenkins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The offense on third down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Here's Sanders. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Warren. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Over here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Warren looking
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
3rd down and 10.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Judkins.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback